I didn't flinch when she asked it. Still single? Her voice cut through the reunion chatter like a dull blade. Slow, messy, intentional. I kept my eyes on her, my smile polite, my pulse steady. 10 years. 10 years since she gutted my life like it meant nothing. And now she stood inches from me, shined up, overconfident, wearing a dress the color of stolen things. I didn't answer. I simply tapped my phone. "Are you here yet, love?" I whispered. The words weren't meant for her, but they landed on her skin anyway. She smirked until the headlights washed through the window behind me. The black car idled. The window rolled down halfway, and she froze. But that's the end of the story, and endings only matter when you know the beginning. Back then, I trusted her. My sister, Leela, 2 years older, 2 years louder. All charm, all shine. We were close enough that people assumed we shared secrets. We did, until she took mine and made it hers. When I introduced her to Evan, my fiancé back then, she hugged him too long. I laughed it off. She always performed affection like it was a show. He found it flattering. I found it harmless. I mistook proximity for loyalty. That was my first mistake. But the betrayal didn't happen suddenly. It crept, slowly, quietly, with the softness of a knife sliding between ribs. I noticed the change when Evan started locking his phone. Before, he left it everywhere, on the counter, in the car, on our bed. Easy, open, honest. Then one day, the sound of a message made him flinch. He said it was work, but the voice he used wasn't built for truth. Nights became later. Our dinners became leftovers. His kisses felt rushed, almost apologetic. But I didn't accuse. I observed. Cheaters rely on emotion. I rely on patterns. The pattern snapped into focus the day I found one of her earrings in his car. Gold, teardrop-shaped, always worn to attract attention. I held it, cold in my palm, feeling my chest cave in. Not surprise, just confirmation. I didn't confront either of them. They didn't deserve my heartbreak, only my memory. 3 weeks later, he ended our engagement. He blamed timing, stress, work. Then, 2 months after that, she posted their engagement photos. People said I'd disappeared after that. Correction, I only stopped being predictable. Revenge doesn't need anger, it needs clarity. I built my life quietly, meticulously. While they flaunted their whirlwind romance, I finished law school. I specialized in asset protection and dissolution. Yes, divorce. I studied everything: loopholes, offshore accounts, corporate protections, marital traps. Things people don't understand until it's too late. They thought I was irrelevant. Meanwhile, I built a career dismantling men like him and shielding women unlike her. Over the decade, I watched their lives unravel in careful increments. Bank issues, business troubles, lawsuits he couldn't navigate alone. He reached out to me once. I ignored it. He reached out again. I didn't. Last year, he reached out through a lawyer. That time, I answered. It turns out, Leela married a man who wasn't just wealthy, he was reckless. And she signed everything he put in front of her, including the documents I drafted when he restructured his assets. She didn't know I was the architect. She didn't need to. But he did, and he was grateful. Which brings us back to tonight. When the black car pulled up outside the reunion hall, the room dimmed with curiosity. The window lowered halfway, just enough for recognition to strike her like a slap she never saw coming. She staggered back. "It's you!" she choked. She knew the silhouette. She knew the jawline. She knew the man she once flaunted like a trophy, now sitting behind dark glass, untouchable, elevated, and no longer hers. Her marriage had dissolved last month. She lost the house, the accounts, the business shares she bragged about, all placed, by legal precision, exclusively in his name. He wanted out. I gave him the weapons. She signed every paper. Now he was mine, but not in the way she'd fear. Not romantically, not emotionally, simply aligned, a partner in justice. He stepped out of the car, looking at me, not her, and said softly, "Ready?" Her mouth trembled. She finally understood who had dismantled her life piece by piece. I leaned in close, my voice a whisper meant only for her. "You stole my future. I only reclaimed yours." And as I walked out, I felt it. Relief, not triumph. Some betrayals don't break you, they sharpen you. And when justice finally arrives, it doesn't roar, it whispers.